Good day, everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Nutritious Kitchen! Today, I will teach you a simple baking recipe, and it's one of my favorites. What do you call this? We call this oatmeal cookies. Alright, let's talk about the ingredients. We have here the following. 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. We have 1/2 cups of white refined sugar. We have 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We have here 2 cups of oatmeal. And then we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of iodized salt, 2 whole eggs, 3/4 cup butter, and then we have 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon depending on your desired flavor. Let's talk about the procedure. We will have first 3/4 cup of butter. So we have to cream 3/4 cup of butter. This is 1 cup. Divide it into 4 and then just get the 3/4 part of it. There you are. Oops. Yeah, that's 3/4 cup. Okay. Better if you will cut it into smaller cubes so that it's easier to cream later. If you have a mixer, it's nice to use an electric mixer, but if you don't have it, you can use wooden spoon for that. Okay. So others, they don't anymore cut into cubes. Pero ako, I would rather do this so it's easier to prepare. Okay? And then into that butter, we will add 1/2 cup of white sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Then we cream. If you have a mixer, you can use the mixer for that. Cream the butter and the sugar until they're evenly combined. So this is the first process in baking cookies, no? Always, you put together the butter and the sugar and you cream them. Now, if you're using a wooden spoon, you can use the back part of the spoon to cream the butter and the sugar against the side of the bowl in order to combine them well. So, until when are we supposed to cream it? Until you see that they are well combined, okay? That the sugar and the butter are properly mixed together, but not to the point of it being melted kasi mag-overheat. When you see that's already creamed well, we will add 1 piece of egg at a time. So we will be needing 2 eggs, 1 piece of egg at a time. I usually crack it on a separate bowl to check if it's really fresh and so that there will be no shells that will go with it. At least kapag may shell, kapag nag-crack ka ng egg, matatanggal mo yung shell. Kaya sama-sama siya dito sa cookies na ginagawa mo. Okay? And so after that, we add 1 more. Crack a little. Ayan. So, how do you know if the egg is fresh? The egg yolk is round, in its full round shape and deep yellow color. And it doesn't have a sticky smell. And then we will add 1 teaspoon of vanilla into that. Continue beating. Stop. It is important to take note that you don't overbeat your mixture because if you do, what will happen? Your product will be affected. So lahat ng nasa side na to, tatanggalin natin para kasama sila sa baking later. Okay? So, that's it. Okay, importante may spatula din sa bahay, no? And then here, we will add the powdered ingredients or dry ingredients. well, we have to sift them. Pwede naman na before you measure, you sift them. That's actually basic, no? So, we sift the powdered ingredients just to make sure we remove the lumps. And see, there are lumps there. At the same time, we remove the dirt that may be found in it. Kita niyo yung mga lumps, we don't include that. So, nandito siya. Yan. And then, we again mix with an electric mixer. Oops, stop. You have to take note that when you mix cookie batter, no, mabilis kasing tumigas kapag overbeaten ng ating flour. So, we don't do that. Okay, so this is 1/2 teaspoon of salt and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. That's it. There. Again, we will mix. Or pwede naman ang gawin nyo, combine already the powdered ingredients together. Yung flour, yung salt, and baking soda, and then you sift them together. Ayan, look at that. It should have this kind of consistency. So that's it for the dough. We remove this. And just, sayang kasi to, so ilalagay natin. Diba? Mabilis lang. Classic to. Yan. Lahat ito ay kasama. So, we put it here. And then, of course, because we're baking oatmeal cookies, we will add the oatmeal into that. And then, we will mix. Pwede rin namang electric mixer, but ako, I'd rather use a wooden spoon or a spatula para maiwasan din mag-overbeat yung ating mixture. At the same time, mas makombine ko evenly. Pero choice nyo pa rin, miss. Gusto ko kasi, teacher, ay gumamit ng electric mixer, mas masaya. Okay lang din naman. That's it. It's as easy as this one. And then we can add the cinnamon. Ang cinnamon, depending on your taste. Pwedeng 1 teaspoon. Oops, pag mahilig ka sa cinnamon, pwede mong dagdagan. Ako mahilig ako sa cinnamon, so dadagdagan ko siya. I'll make it 1 1/2. And then mix it. You can use rolled oats for this. Mas classic yun. You can use this one, yung smaller oats, yung grain, yung granules. Yan. Perfect. And that's it for our oatmeal cookie dough. We are done with that. You have the choice of refrigerating it so that, you know, it will still hold together. Or you can easily bake it immediately after mixing. Other people, they add raisins into this, or they add chocolate chips, or others, they just want it to be plain, like this one. I am having it plain. Okay? So, I'm preheating the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes, and then we will place it there. As we wait for that, we'll do assembling in our baking pan. Okay, we're back and we will assemble this into our baking pan. Cookie pan or cookie sheet, okay? I only have a smaller cookie sheet here that will fit my oven kasi portable oven yan. So anyway, enough of that. What do we do? If you have an ice cream scooper, that is easier and that will give you really same size. But if you don't have this, there is no problem. You can use 2 spoons for that. Ang tawag natin doon drop cookie, okay? Now, kasi sa classification of cookies, may tinatawag tayong drop cookie, molded cookie, and so on, so forth. I'll discuss that in my next video. So, paano yung drop cookies? Pag wala ka nun, you can just get a spoonful of it and then shape it into a ball, put it onto the baking pan, drop it. That's drop cookie. Alright? Pero dahil meron naman akong ice cream scooper, ba't pa ako magpapakahirap? Talagay natin yan siya. Okay, so just get a scoop of it and then place it here. And now, if you notice, kung makita nyo, there is a space in between. Bakit? Because we want to give the space for the cookies to rise, the room for them to rise. So, hindi pwedeng magdikit-dikit sila. Dahil pagka dikit-dikit sila dyan, ano mangyayari? Magmumukha silang buns na dikit-dikit. So, dapat may space for the rising. Okay? Eh, Miss Teacher Ai, ang tagal naman yan. Eh, ganun talaga. If you want to really have a good quality of your products, you have to be patient. So, one of the things that are the values we develop when we bake is that. Now, so here we have one. And then, we have another one here. The number of minutes for baking this depends on the big or the size of the cookie, no? So, this is good for 10 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. When I do this at home, my nieces, they love it with chocolate chips. Kaya lang, ako naman, ano pinagkaiba sa chocolate chips kung pati oatmeal cookies lalagyan ko niya? So, hindi ko talaga nilalagyan. Pero sila, hinahati nila, tita ay, we'll get half of that, lalagyan namin ng chocolate chips. Ako naman, minsan raisins. So, that's it, no? And then, we will place it in the oven. Miss, or Teacher Ai, kailangan ba i-grease yung pan? Not anymore. Kasi may butter na yan. What you have to do is just to place a baking paper into your pan so that it's easier to remove later. Kasi other people, they just grease it because they don't want it to stick into the pan. This is non-stick pan, but I still place here baking paper. Well, it's because it's easier, no? Mas mahirap kasi maglinis ng pan pag may konti-konti pang natitira na mga cookie dough na nag-stick into that. So, we place it here. And oh, okay. Mainit. So, be careful when you do that. We set here at 15 minutes ko siya isi-set. Pero before that 15 minutes, I will check if it's golden brown. If it's golden brown, and if I insert the toothpick, it comes out clean, and then that is baked. Alright? So we will be back after a few minutes. And we're back after actually 20 minutes. Bakit? Kasi nung chinek ko siya after 15 minutes, medyo hilaw pa siya. Now, I added 5 minutes more. So, we will check. I guess that additional 5 minutes will already be fine. Let's remove. Ito yung challenge. Kailangan may ingat. Kasi ayaw natin mapasok. Ayan. I think it's done. I think it's done. Tagtalin na rin natin isa. Kasi alam niyo kung bakit. We don't overbake cookies, cupcakes, muffins, whatever baked products. Kasi if we overbake them, they become dry. You know? Pero parang kulang pa nasa ilalim. Ilalagay ko na yung isa pang batch. Bango! That's it. So, we will try. So, tandaan nyo, no, pag na-overbake yung product nyo, what will happen? It will become dry, hindi yun masarap. So, how do we know if it's already done? Well, number one, it's golden brown. Pero minsan, depende rin yung kung gaano ka golden brown yung gusto mo. And then, another is, you insert the toothpick at the center. If it comes out clean, it's done and it's clean. So, ayan, ito na siya. That's how you check baked products if they're done. Itong isa, medyo may konti pa. Kasi ito yung nilagay ko sa ilalim. Usually kasi, pag nasa ilalim, medyo malayo siya sa top ng oven. Ang nangyayari, medyo kulang pa ng konti. Balik natin. Kasi ayaw naman natin ng raw. So, siguro yun, mga 3 minutes more. Pero ito, we are done! So, dapat may cooling rack. Pero dahil walang cooling rack, lagay muna natin siya sa ito. Magkakaroon din ako ng cooling rack. Huwag kayong mag-alala. So, excited ako. Dahan-dahan na kasi syempre mainit pa. Minsan sasabihin nyo, Miss, malambot pa siya eh. So, hilaw pa siya. You have to remember that while it's still hot, talagang medyo malambot pa. So, pag medyo lumalamig na yan, makikita mo rin na, nakukuha mo na yung tamang texture niya. So, look at this. I did not place back butter into that. Nababalok ako. Pero hindi siya nag-stick sa pan. Kasi, meron naman tayong butter na nakalagay dyan, 3/4 cup nga. At the same time, madulas kasi yung baking paper. So, hindi talaga siya mag-stick to that. Ayan. O, diba? Hindi mahirap maglinis mamaya. Okay. That's it. So, we will wait this to cool for a while. Mas masaya sa atin siya sa kung cooling rack kasi evenly mag-cool down yung baked product mo. Pero soon, magkakaroon tayo yan. Alright? And we're back finally, we are done with the first and second batches of cookies. Here we have it. I have the last batch still in the oven, so we'll wait for that later. Pero hindi na ako makahintay bago pa mag-taste test. So, we are here to taste the finished product of our oatmeal cookies. So, ayan, nakita nyo, golden brown, golden brown. Depende sa inyo, ulit, no? If you want it to be mas golden brown, that's perfectly fine. You add some more number of minutes, but please prevent it from being overbaked because it will dry. Hindi siya masarap pag nag-dry. Kasi habang lumalamig yan, magsiset pa siya, tapos magiging medyo matigas pa. So, hindi masaya kung sobrang baked. Okay, so remember that. Well, you miss, bakit parang medyo light pa? Nagmamatter ang sugar. If you use the dark brown sugar, that gives it a perfect brown color. But this one is yung washed sugar. Pwede rin naman yon. Kaya lang, syempre, the color matters. Okay? Wag lang pure white kasi hindi siya magbibigay ng caramelized flavor. The brown sugar gives that, no? So, we will taste. Huwag na nating patagalin. My favorite, oatmeal cookies. Classic oatmeal cookies. Hindi ka. Yan. Look at that. Luto na siya. Di ba? Luto na siya. So, yung brown na lang. Golden brown na lang magkakatalo pero masarap. You can add some more cinnamon to this. You can add raisin to that. You can add oatmeal to that. Chocolate chips to that. Pero, want it classic, it's just this. Masarap with milk. Fresh milk actually. Alright, so that's our oatmeal cookies, and I hope that you learned tips and ways on how to bake this simple bake product that I shared with you today. And I also hope that you will like and share this video to everyone that you know. So, PLE teachers, home economics teachers, and students studying this subject, or anybody who just want to learn basics of cooking and baking, if you haven't subscribed in my YouTube channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos and updates. Once again, this is Miss Pakwe for Teacher I's Kitchen. I'll see you again in our next videos. Thank you for watching!